there's a few companies out there, not a few, there's more than a few, but the few primary companies out there that are be thrown around on the main street, the main news, I guess the main newspapers, and it seems like it's top of everyone's mind, or at least they hear it all the time. That everyone, not everyone, most people assume are part of the government. They're a branch of the government. They belong with the government, and they're absolutely not. They are just individual businesses, individual corporations that have nothing to do with the government whatsoever. People weren't elected to that at an office there. The people we elect do not put the people in places of those places. They have no connection whatsoever other than they have lobbyists that lobby our government, our senators, our congressmen, to try to give favors to their businesses. So they're private businesses that have nothing to do with the government, and they end pretty much controlling our government for the most part. They're controlling on how our government reacts, what our government says to us, what the government tells us we can and cannot do, which doesn't happen in a free society, but that's a different story. So some of these businesses, some of these private companies are the WHO, World Health Organization. They're a private company. They're a private business. C.D.C, Center for Disease Control. They have nothing to do with the government. They're a private company, a private business. They have stakeholders. They have all the same thing as every other business has, for the most part, corporation have. I mean, they have nothing to do with the government. No one there was elected. We didn't put them in the positions they're in. They have nothing to do with what you and I have to say, except they say, well, we can give all this money to these senators, to these congressmen, push all this money here through lobbying. Then what we say will have the government sell our products, or tell them what they have to do, the citizens, what they have to do, because we're setting the guidelines. We as the high and mighty C.D.C, or we as the high and mighty W.H.O, World Health Organization. Because we said it, that has to happen, because we pretty much bribed. I say bribe, and I mean bribe. Bribe the government to do what we want done, so we can benefit. We can get kickbacks, we can get control, we can get money. Our company, our private corporation, will rise, undoubtedly. So we got the WHO, the C.D.C, World Economic Forum. That's this huge thing with Klaus Schwab and all his crazy ideas. Depopulation, all that kind of crap. So World Economic Forum, the I.M.F, International Monetary Fund. I.M.F is a private entity. That's all it is. And then the Federal Reserve. Federal Reserve is a group of private banks. They have nothing to do with the government. But they lobbied the government, and they got this crap passed in 1913 that pretty much says they have control of the currency that we spend. They have control of that. Anytime we get someone good in office that wants to do some good, you get rid of the IRS, you get rid of the Federal Reserve, you end ties with that crap, and let us citizens do what we need to do to survive and thrive and do the best we can for ourselves and our families. That ain't happening, because thieves don't want the people they're stealing from to prosper beyond their reach. I mean, that just doesn't happen. And who are the thieves? The presidents, the senators, the congressmen, all the people involved with all that crap, all the lobbyists. All they are is they make up stuff to force you and I. They give more money to prevent the stuff or help the stuff, or they create a crisis, and then they say, here, you have to do this to get out of this crisis that we created. But then they say, we really didn't create it. But the way you get out of it is we're going to increase your taxes. That's how we'll get out of it, and it'll be great for you and I and for everybody. We'll all be happy as they steal out of your pocket. Then they steal again. And then they steal again. And then they double down, triple down, and they do worse than that. That's all it is a big thievery scheme and scam. So these private companies have nothing to do with the government. Federal Express is not part of the government. Everyone knows that. So why doesn't everyone know the Federal Reserve is not part of the government? Why does everybody know that the C.D.C is not part of the government? Why does everybody know that the World Economic Forum is not part of the government? And everybody should know that W.H.O is not part of the government. The biggest person who spends money at the HWO or on the HWO, or the biggest person that pumps money into it, is Bill Gates. Bill Gates is nothing. He has nothing to do with our government. He has nothing to do with health. He doesn't know a damn thing about anything. I'm just sick of this Bill Gates crap. But anyways, sorry. Thank you for watching. As always, stay vigilant, protect yourself, protect your family, protect your health, and protect your wealth.